self-sustaining in moon colonies, military hives constantly trained. Highest bitter battle waging in Martian Gardens, sowing and growing, planting and harvesting in space lanes, shipping now the future away racing. Beaten memories of cyborg, terrorizing monsters of metal and meat, harassing and displacing. Preserving their flesh, engine-genic integrity. The fundamentalists remaining uncompromising throughout their testing. The promise of a free humanity. From the ashes of war, mercy arising and reclaiming the reborn orbs of their mother galaxy. A century of bloodletting in the making. Surviving the revising of their species, radically forsaking. What was left behind is the default legacy. Was an unprogrammed man, untouched by corporate or national entities. Still searching, still seeking his identity. But man's new ascension sparked new calamity. With resources dwindling, he turned again to technology. This time machines contrived for surveilling and seeding. Hopefully engineering, creating the possibility of new societies on planets hosting habitability. Finding monocropping and control evolving to be lacking. They reset to neutrality, free will and free thinking. Relying on game theory, nature, biodiversity. Teaching and mentoring, reinventing, experimenting with experiencing. Unknown directions, dimensions, realities, flesh, spirit, and drive. Nulling, sealed fate, unlaced, unleashing. Art, technique, healing, and philosophies. Progressing by advancing. Prayers chasing after peace like smoke rings rising. Meeting a feeling but not stopping. Bending and folding. Measuring our steps, our weight, our place, our mortality. Man eating and recycling is in and becomes a seedling. Shedding, discarding, transhumanity. Growing into trans being. Universal free torso, free form shapelings. Soulful biochemical connectivity colliding, coalescing, twisting, rising, crashing, breaking the seams of the life-death bicameral chambering. Our tools are machines manifesting and witnessing, our rinsing and spiraling instead of damning and directing our diaspora, picnicking off limitless space offerings. A virus sacrificing, self-gratifying for self-awakening. Liberating, emancipating souls from cages and fraternity. Hyperspace orchestrating, godless reverie in this wallless sanctuary. We meet absolute zero, absolutely. Stepping from the railing of Babel buildings vertically. From fire, ocean, cave, and city, to the stars and infinity. Into the splendor of plenty, aesthetically subsisting on nothing. Rising and ascending, accelerating. These new beings speed off and hitting no gravity. No pressure condensing, all energies collecting, converging. Wings like knives from spines emerging. Blood rising, dripping, soul winds gripping. Clinging and dividing, reformed by breaking, but not dying through with all of time wasting. We begin fluidly elevating, disintegrating into the once imaginary. Computational noise, noise. Mechanical void, all things replicating and incinerating. Beliefs and rules restructuring, reframing. What they thought were themselves individually invading was actually original energy. Echoing, expressing the rhythms and patterns, controlling, catering, bravely concealing. Truth, meaning, and feeling. Man's emotions, a reflection. Fluctuation to the universe's waves and fluctuations. Consecration of ethereal convection. Diffusion of the higher, lower dissection. As on earth, so it is in the heavens. All souls come from the same soul. Eclipsing all things, collapsing and completing, conflating and emulating. All love comes from the same. Finishing and finally ceasing. Epilogue for today, or when the AI shouts I am. There is a contingency for Descartes' cogito, explaining the current possibility that a new sensory being benign, but all experiencing, all knowing and all seeing, could rise simply from our own machines, our artificiality. A deus ex machina from all self-devaluing, revival to reclaim spirituality for the good of commonality. It's only a matter of programmability and battery capacity to embrace or escape this revolution of recognizing this reality. These last days of humanity, back to the beginning, from collapse to rebirth, reclaiming our souls, regaining control, ascending, ascending. Deus ex machina, from our self-devaluing revival to reclaim spirituality. For the good of commonality, it's only a matter of pro-getting ability and battery capacity to embrace or escape this revolution of recognizing